Yo, it's time for broken plays. Yo, shout out to Hatham out in Texas. Jeez, yo, Texas man, look
Bro,
at him, look at him smiling. Yo, this guy's sweeter man,
Hey,
son.
there was a cowboy hat, fam.
Yeah, yo, for real, you got one of those?
Nah, not right now.
Perry has a sad story. He burnt a bunch of data. Now he's on the half with Wi-Fi. So forgive us if Perry is lagging, because it probably will happen. Perry's probably gonna get mad at me for exposing the news about him burning data. He was watching ball. He was watching ball, doing his homework, getting ready for this podcast. Dylan, how we feeling?
I'm blessed, fam. I'm blessed. Everything good. Malik was home again today, but everything's good, fam.
Yeah, Dylan, you said you're blessed. What teams are blessed having the best time with their off-season additions, in your opinion?
This one was. I like the question, but I think the team that is kind of benefiting from doing nothing in this offseason is the Houston Rockets.
Yo,
I
shout me
think.
out. Shout me out. I had them in the top 4 this year. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Okay,
what I thought.
Haytham called it. He's amazing. He had them in the top four.
Yeah.
Nah, but I think the Rockets, sitting pretty at third or second. They're second or third right now. And
The
I
first,
think
I
the way
think.
they're playing,
I
I
think
think
they beat OKC.
Ime Udoka has them playing extremely well. We knew Ime Udoka just needed time with that squad. He's very good at getting the best out of young players and, the young nucleus that he has. But you're getting useful minutes out of Jabari Smith. Alperen Sengun playing like an all-star. Jalen Green is taking smart shots. Shout out to Hisham. So I think that, we got to give love to the Houston Rockets, especially in the loaded West, with the
Eastings,
Pelicans.
too, is killing Eastings.
Yeah, Tari Eason. Yeah, Tari Eason is killing it too. Like I said, I think their biggest thing was just getting healthy and getting another full off-season training camp under their belt together under Ime Udoka. And like Hatham said earlier on in the year, they're reaping the benefits of it now. So hopefully they can sustain it because I think that's a team you don't want to play. They have length, they're quick, they're adaptable, and they can play inside out, and they can guard. They're playing very very well defensively. I believe they're like top 10 for defensive efficiency. So I think Houston benefited well. And then the other team that I think benefited extremely, extremely well is the Thunder. And obviously because they're first, but more so because they went out and got a legitimate big who kind of complements Shea off of that second unit, especially because Chet Holmgren is injury prone. I think that getting Isaiah Hartenstein was absolutely huge. I think him coming in and being able to, be a facilitator out of that pick and roll as the roll man, hitting that little, that little 7-foot floater that he does, and then his ability to protect the rim and have the defensive side of the basketball as well. So I think that the Thunder are benefiting extremely extremely well from getting Isaiah Hartenstein, and we're just waiting for Alex Caruso to get some health. Once that team gets healthy, like we saw at the beginning of the season, very early on, they're going to be a very hard team to stop.
So, Perry, I'll start with you here after Jalan just answered and said that he likes what the nothing that the Houston Rockets have done and the acquisitions that OKC has done because they got a legitimate big man. So, Perry, for you, what team do you like or teams do you like based off the off-season acquisitions that they had?
okay, so mine are a little bit different, but we're gonna say it. So I think Golden State has to be up there for me, and the reason why they're the first team that comes to mind is that the level of doubt I had for them once Clay left was astronomical. I don't know if that's a word. So Golden State, I have them up there because like Buddy Hield is looking like he was sent to be the third Splash brother, the estranged puddle. Then I have the New York Knicks. I know things aren't looking the best for the Knicks, but I think when you make significant changes to a roster, you have to be ready to take a step back in order to take a step forward. So I think the Knicks having Karl Anthony Towns was a big one. I really like that. I think they found their best player, like someone they could rely on in moments where things get sticky. I know we want to say it's Brunson, but history shows us that the small guard isn't conducive to championships if he's your best player. And lastly, I have Dallas. I like Najee Marshall. I like Quentin Grimes. I watched a couple games. Obviously, it's the one where they went off, so I'm a little biased, but I do like those players for that team.
Spencer Dinwiddie. He's doing well.
Well, the game I watched, it hurt my feelings because Dinwiddie, I think he went like 0 for 7 for his last 7 shots. Dallas is a deeper team than I thought. I think now it's all about like Luka taking that next step and being a little more of a willing defender, for instance. And Kyrie I think is taking this step while Luka's injured. But what is he gonna do when Luka is actually playing? Like, what is he going to do when Luka's on the floor, and how is he going to remain that same effective killer that we see? Because I think with Luka's play, there's a lot of inconsistencies in terms of like what players are demanded, like what are demanded of players. So I want to see like a consistent Dallas Mavericks team. And I want to give a serious thumbs down to a basketball team. I'm giving a thumbs down to the Denver Nuggets.
For what?
If you watch them play, like as a casual, would you believe that they were a championship team like 3 years ago?
Yeah, they got
I
worse.
wouldn't. No, you can't be getting worse. Like everybody's in their prime. How do you get worse and everybody's in their prime?
But it's like me saying the exact same thing with the Lakers. They won a championship 4 years ago, and then
LeBron's 40.
but it's still they went
He's
downhill,
not in his
right?
prime, so it's not the exact same thing. It's not the exact same thing because LeBron's level of effectiveness has gone down. Like not considerably, but it's gone down. This team is a team that has like when they first won their championship, Michael Porter Jr. has not hit his prime. Like he hasn't hit his prime. He was still young. Jamal Murray, I felt, was entering his prime, and Nikola Jokic was Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic is having the best. Like Nikola Jokic got better. Jamal Murray took a step back statistically, and I don't feel like Michael Porter Jr. is bridging the gap that they anticipated when they made the moves that they did in the offseason of that year. So for us to say that it's the same thing, I disagree because the promise that we saw with that Denver team, a lot of people were asking if they were going to repeat.
But they won their championship based off. Like I don't think people thought they won their championship legitimately. If that makes sense. I think they were last year was their good chance to kind of push the envelope, and they lost in the second round, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
But also on the Jamal Murray front, and Jalen, you've been watching Jamal Murray. You've been a Jamal Murray guy for a long time. Is it fair to say that the injuries are plaguing him? Because even when we seen him play with Team Canada, that backcourt of Shea and Jamal Murray was supposed to be the best backcourt in the world before the U.S. added like Steph Curry and all them. Second best backcourt in the world. He didn't look good with Team Canada. Everyone knows it. People shamed him for it. He was coming off the bench with Team Canada. He's supposed to be the starting guard. His injury, and he admitted after that he was injured. So, Jalen, I ask you because you've been a Jamal Murray guy for a long time. Is it Jamal Murray regressing because his skills are regressing, or is it the injuries that have been plaguing him and he can't play like the way he used to?
I just think he's very limited at this. I don't want to say at this point in his career because it makes him sound old, but at this point in his career, it seems that if you put a long defender on him, it kind of negates his effectiveness. And the only team that he becomes effective against is the Lakers. Oh, I don't think it's the injury because he's what 2 years removed from the ACL tear, if I'm not mistaken.
do you also maybe it's because he's always injured in the summer, so he's like rehabbing, so he doesn't have any
Yeah,
time to develop skills.
Yeah, so what I was going to allude to was I think that he's played a lot of basketball over the last 2, 3 years because they've had a lot of deep playoff runs. So obviously the championship season, and then this year in the summer he was at the Olympics after having another deep-ish playoff run. He hasn't had a chance to fully rest and sort of recover. The most important thing after knee injury, after like a major knee injury, is to make sure that you consistently rest it and resting it during the season. So what I mean by that is like taking a night off, the second night of a back to back off is not good rest. Or taking a week off and then going to play again a week later is not conducive to being in the optimal sort of shape that you need to be to optimize your health, essentially is what I'm trying to say. So I just think that I don't want to say it's because of that, but he has to start taking his off season a little bit more seriously in terms of the rest and recuperation aspect of it.
And Hatham, just to bring it back to the original question, off-season moves. What teams do you like?
Jalen named the Rockets. I was going to say that, but I'll go with I think not the off season, not acquiring a player, but maybe the Cleveland Cavaliers, for example. I think getting rid of their coach and getting a new coach was a perfect thing for them. I don't think anyone thought they'd be number one in the NBA. They kind of fallen back a little bit because they lost twice to the Hawks. So that would be one of my teams. And then another team would be the Clippers, actually. I think allowing Norman Powell to play, I don't think anyone would have thought that Norman Powell would be a 25-point game scorer. So, I don't think anyone thought they'd be seventh without Kawhi in the West. So I think that's also, and then also the Memphis Grizzlies getting everyone back. Right now they're at the perfect opportunity. They're third in the West. So those are my three teams.
So when we talk about the the best additions, which team have been the most disappointing after having so much offseason hype? I know, Perry, you started to talk about that, so I'll jump to you. Do you have any more to add on teams that you're not impressed with, or teams that were overhyped and supposed to be doing all this stuff and they ain't doing shit?
In West Philadelphia, born and raised, another playground is home of my days. What is that? Can you tell me where that comes from?
Fresh Prince of
Fresh
Bel
Prince
Air.
of Bel-Air, baby.
You see, do you know who else I think could tell me?
Joel Embiid, Paul George,
And
Tyrese
Paul
Maxey.
George. Do you know why? Because I think they have plenty of time to catch up on these episodes because they're not playing.
Jeez.
But so Perry, my thing is that I can't get mad. It's like you brought up this analogy before. I can't get mad at you for being late knowing who you are. You understand what I'm saying? So to me, I
100%.
can't get mad at Paul George and Joel Embiid for never being available when they've never been available.
Yeah, you've
So,
said that
so
before.
I can't be disappointed in them for not being available. You know what I mean?
But here's my response to that. I'm not disappointed in them. This is franchise disappointment. Do you get what I'm saying? Because like in terms of availability, I'm not going to say Paul George deserves to be in the same breath as Embiid because I feel like Paul George has been more available than Embiid, and like he's been like relatively available throughout his career. I think he's been inconsistent.
In terms of his availability.
No, in terms of like his performance, no, didn't. So in terms of that, I feel like pause, like that would be my biggest complaint. However, if I look at if I take that analogy of yours, right, the question I'd have to ask myself is this. And I want you guys to tell me if I'm tripping. If I know you're always late, Jaylon, I need to make it so that I can minimize the damage your tardiness or lack of punctuality will do to me.
Mm-hmm.
Can we agree with that?
Yep.
So now, if I give away a max contract, to me, the equivalent of that analogy would be Jalen is late and I'm scrabbling to get my stuff so that I can meet Jalen. It's no, I have to be overly prepared to make sure that Jalen's deficiencies are diluted in my efficiency.
Mm-hmm.
Pause. So now, looking at like the Sixers, it's like, so where did they take account into this? You gave
They
a
didn't.
max contract. You gave a max contract, and if we take Jalen's word at 100%, like we knew they were injury prone. You gave a max contract to two injury prone players, and then you told Maxi to score enough for the big three. Like, no,
Yeah, I can understand that.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have any empathy for that. Like, I don't. That's like the Warriors going in and being like, hey, we can get Giannis. Oh, never mind, let's get Kawhi. Like, no, Kawhi's injury prone right now. Like, Kawhi needs to figure out Kawhi. Paul George needs to figure out Paul George. Embiid needs to figure out Embiid. But they took Embiid and Paul George and put them on the same situation. Like, no, there's no empathy for that. If I go to work and I'm injured and I can't work, they're not promoting me to a higher position.
Funny too, because Perry, like you bring that up, and then you brought up. I know it was Hatham who brought this up. He shouted out the Clippers for what they did with Norman Powell. That organization did something right, knowing that this dude is not going to be available.
Mm-hmm.
They're 13-9 right now, and then you look at the 76ers. They're 4-14, and they're in similar predicaments where Joel Embiid and Kawhi Leonard are two people who are not available players, and we know that. How is one organization thriving and the other one is not?
And I want to add one more thing. We can argue that the Sixers has comparable, if not slightly better pieces than, sorry, the Sixers have comparable, if not slightly better pieces, like functional pieces in their rotation as the Clippers. So how do they have 4 wins?
I ain't got an answer for that.
Mute Spitter wants to say something. Hey them, unmute yourself.
No, I have no comment.
That's crazy.
Yo, Jalen, what teams were hyped and now you feel like they're overhyped?
I'm gonna pick two, and the first one I never do this, but it turns out Hatham was right about this one. So I want to apologize if you cut this clip. I'm slashing tires. Just know that. Just know I'm slashing
Oh,
tires.
why are we glancing over that real quick? I was right twice today, bro.
I'm slashing tires. I promise.
What
But
was
the
he right
first one is the
about?
Where's
Sacramento
my
Kings.
meal, bro? I've been waiting.
You're in Dallas, bro. What you want from me?
Bro, I can send you the location, fam. Uber
No,
Eats
that's
me
not how
food.
life works.
No, he's
Nah,
not
because
trying to play the American
we're
team.
eating. We're eating on my bills, not just you, fam.
On your mistakes, we're eating? Alright, I'll remember.
But I'm going to pick the Sacramento Kings. And I think it's super disappointing because I thought that they would now have another wing scorer, sort of an upgrade to Harrison Barnes, which they desperately needed, in my opinion. And it just has not worked out. Now, in and out of the lineup, Leak Monk was out for a couple weeks. Sabonis missed a few games here and there, but I just think that Mike Brown is a very, very good coach. The roster makeup is very, very good, and they should be a lot better than 12, in my opinion. I think that De'Aaron Fox in the games that I've watched about 5, 6 games with the Sacramento Kings. I think that De'Aaron Fox is deferring a lot to DeMar DeRozan. I think it should be the other way around. If I was the coach, I would personally have DeMar DeRozan. If you want to start him, cool. If you don't want to start him, cool. But I think he should be manning the second unit and sort of getting a rhythm after De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis do their thing early on. But it just seems that De'Aaron Fox is just very happy and willing to defer to DeMar in order to kind of get them over the hump. And I don't think that's how you win in the West. I think De'Aaron Fox has to be your best player, and Sabonis has to complement De'Aaron Fox. It can't be play through DeRozan to live with what decisions he makes. We've seen throughout DeRozan's career that is not conducive to winning basketball, really. So for me, I have the Kings, and then the second team I have is the Suns. I just don't think the Suns. I think the Suns have been very, very underwhelming. I was told that this was the year that they would kind of take off and they would kind of take that next step now that they had a whole off season together. That Kevin Durant and Devin Booker went away for the Olympics. So, they'd have another off season together to build chemistry and, build a bond, bring in Tyus Jones. They needed a point guard. I think all their issues are on the defensive end. It seems that Yusuf Nurkic doesn't know how to play basketball, if that makes sense. Like having Kevin Durant have to tell you to make the pass to the open man who's a 39% shooter from three, makes no sense to me at all. I think Bol should be playing a lot more as well. So for me, I think the Suns are super disappointing given the fact that um, they added Tyus Jones. They added, a couple other pieces in order to have the sort of depth and control that they needed at the specific positions.
Ethan, before I get you down to the topic of this question, I do want to ask you about before when you said that you were not worried about the Bucks and the 76ers. Are you worried about the 76ers yet? Only reason why I'm asking is because the Bucks have now won 5 or 6 straight
Yeah.
and they are in playoffs. Like you called it. You were right on that front where you said that you just needed to win a stretch of games and then they would make playoffs. But are you worried about the 76ers with all the things that have been coming out and that they're still at the bottom, like basically tied with the Raptors?
I'm still not worried, as Perry's probably yelling, but they're all tied. They're tied in the loss column with the Pistons, right? So I'm not really worried. I think a lot of these teams are going to start tanking when it comes to February, January. They're going to start setting up lineups, like the Jazz are doing at the beginning of the season. But
Can
I
I
think a
ask you a
lot of teams
question
will
here,
just
though?
start. Pardon?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When you say you're not worried, what are your expectations?
I think getting to the playoffs, and then in the playoffs, they've already stated what their goal is. Their goal is to be healthy in the playoffs, right? So
That's not their goal.
right now, they're trying to build on
They
what?
didn't trade Damian Lillard for the sake of the team being healthy. They traded for championships. Do you think they win a championship this year?
I think they have a chance of winning a championship.
What do you think that chance is on a scale of like 1 to 100?
It depends. Like the playoffs are the type of place where there's injuries that are involved, right? So,
Assuming health.
like, what?
Assuming
You can
health.
never assume health, right? Because
Like I'm
people,
saying right now, as it stands, assuming everything stays consistent. Chris Middleton's injured, everybody else is healthy.
I think they have a chance of beating the Cavaliers. So the Cavaliers are number one in the East right now. So if they stay number one, let's say they go 1-8, I would actually put money on the Bucks to beat them in a
Do
playoff
you have
series.
money on the Bucks to win a championship this year?
No, because it takes a lot to win a championship. Health as being one of them, luck.
Do you have a healthy Bucks team winning a championship this year, or above 30%, 35% odds of winning
I think that, yeah, above 30%. Yeah, I give them a 30% chance.
to win a championship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Hatem, off season. Who came in that you were like, oh, they could be good and they were not good? Are you gonna agree with Jalen because you did call the Sacramento Kings thing, right? Like, we're gonna give you the love for that. We're gonna give you your flowers for that. You going with that, or do you have other teams in mind?
The Sacramento thing just didn't make sense because, yeah, you know what? We do owe an apology to Doc Rivers. His name is Doc Rivers now, as of today. It's not Glenn anymore, Perry. It's Doc Rivers.
Guys, this is a fake tweet, by the way, but like, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. Doc Rivers does inform the Bucks he'll start taking coaching
I
seriously.
think your next game,
Promise I'm gonna start coaching like this. I'm gonna start dressing like that. Okay, if I got you, man, say no more.
and I need the mustache too, bro. I think the Kings were too like all about the star player, but they didn't do it towards fitting their roster. I do agree with Jalen DeRozan. Maybe should come off the bench. But yeah, they just need 3-point shooting, and I think what's his name hasn't taken that step yet. What's his name? What's the four guy, Jayla? I forgot. I'm horrible with names.
Keegan Murray.
Yeah, Keegan Murray. I don't think Keegan Murray's taking the next jump as they expected as a normal fourth pick. So that would be one of my teams. And honestly, like I'm not gonna lie, like I don't know what the Blazers are doing. Like they just keep like they drafted Scoot Henderson. They don't start him. They have too many like their center position. They have Aiton. They have what's the rookie this year?
Clinging. Donovan Clinging.
Clinging, and they have Williams. Like they have good pieces, but it's just like they have too many of the same pieces. It's like one of those things where it's like redundant. It's like,
Yeah.
you know what? We have a good scoring guard. Let's draft Sharp, but we keep Simons there too, but we don't play Scoot. It's like one of those things, you know? So that would be another one. Oh, and the Pacers, as I brought up last week, I don't know what happened to Halliburton. I don't know what snowboarding he's been seeing in every other city, but this man is having a field day off the court on the road, bro. Have you
Yo.
seen his stats? Have you seen his stats on the road and at home?
No, what is it?
It's horrible. I'll bring it up next week. I don't have it right now, but brother can't play on the road, bro.
Yeah,
He's like, remember that? You know that meme when people were like, oh, like Golden State when there was that girl's courtside with Jordan Poole would go crazy.
yeah.
It's the opposite for Halliburton. He'd see everyone courtside and he just starts shitting the bed. But yeah,
Yo, I'm dying. I'm dying. Like, this guy really.
So, hey, this is crazy. What I'm about to tell you, you would not believe. Tyrese Halliburton's stats away from home.
yeah, go.
He averages 11 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 8 assists per game. He shoots 31% from the field and 22% from 3. I shit you not. 22 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, 9 assists. He shoots 50% from the field and 43% from 3 at home.
Yeah, I told you, bro.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, you gotta lock him in the hotel room. You can't allow that nigga to go out. Like,
So,
you're getting an
yeah,
imposter for him. What the hell?
yeah.
Is
Okay,
that
He's
so
looking
shooting
like an
faster.
imposter?
yo, Perry, I'm gonna throw this one to you. I'm gonna set up the question, but I just want you to explain it because you watched the video more than I did. We're gonna talk about like leadership and like Perry sent us this video, and the explanation for this video is like leadership in the NBA has changed. So your franchise player is supposed to get you out of holes. Like, so we're talking like Michael Jordan and Kobe, built different, stayed with the same team, dug it up, toughed it out, won 6 and 5 championships. But then you look at guys like LeBron. He had to leave, win some with Miami, go back to Cleveland, win one with LA. And the question is, what leadership role should a franchise player have in the NBA? Perry, is there anything else that you would like to add? Because this is more your thing.
Yeah. So obviously, this conversation led to a lot of arguments within the group chat. Luckily for us, Hayden was busy, so we didn't need to hear nonsense.
What you mean, bro? Let's go right now.
But
Yeah, show
one of
your
the points.
face. That's what I thought.
One of the points that were brought up was that a franchise player does not complain about the roster composition of his team. Instead, they rise to the occasion and they fill in those gaps that Bina mentioned.
Can you give me an example?
They had
Like a
Kobe.
player. Like a player.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The video mentioned Kobe, LeBron, or
Kobe.
the speaker in the video, Kobe, LeBron, Jordan, and Shaq were the four examples that were used.
So
Didn't
they all
Kobe ask for a
complained.
trade?
They all complained.
Okay.
Kobe asked for a trade, and he said, "If you don't trade me, I'm getting Pau Gasol." Jordan went and complained, and he got what's his name? What's
Dennis
the
Rodman.
rebounder?
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman. Who was the next one?
This is
Shaq.
this is what I love hate him the most. Do you know why, Bina? Do you know why, Jaylon? I need you both to ask me why. My man right now is fighting to prove his love. Because I have the same position right now. Like, I agree with you. I think basketball is a team game. And for someone to say that, like, I think by that definition, the only superstar we know is Iverson.
Is who?
Allen Iverson.
What do you mean?
Who's he complained about? When has Iverson complained about his team? Even to this day, he
He
says,
went
I
and
played in the
he
NBA.
had a practice rant, bro, to the media.
About practicing. That's different. That's different. That doesn't fall within the confines of our.
You think he didn't walk into the GM's room and was like, "Yo, I need players"? He just said, "Nah, bro. You know what? Just I'll play offense by myself. I'll get
What?
walked over by Ty Lue,
That's
but
what he
I'm cool
did.
with it." What?
That's what he did.
No,
That's
but you think
exactly.
after Ty Lue walked over him, he said, oh, "Okay, you know what?
Ty
Chalk
Lue
it to
didn't
the
walk
game."
over him. Ty Lue didn't walk over him. He walked over Ty Lue.
But yeah, my bad.
Yeah, come on, bro. Bro, he did so well that series. Ty Lue thought about coaching so he could make game plans so that nobody ever suffers the way he did.
That's
He
crazy.
took all a spade, bro. My man averaged 30 in a season. Everybody else complains about teammates. Like, I think you have to complain about teammates because at the end of the day, if we think of the NBA as a job, the way they want us to think about it, you're going to have people who are great at their job. You're going to have people who are deficient at their job. You're going to have people who can grow into the roles that they have. And then you're going to have people that naturally, they just don't care. They're there to get a paycheck. I'd imagine the NBA is similar. That being said, if I'm someone like a Kobe Bryant, a Gilbert Arenas, and I'm working, waking up, getting 4 or 5, 7 workouts in a day, I don't want to play with someone that's not matching that type of passion. Like, I don't want to play with someone that's just there to collect a check. So I think the role of a superstar is to elevate the expectations and the standard that, like, the locker room and the team has for itself, right? Like, when you see a Kevin Durant go to Brooklyn, it goes from, okay, they have lottery projections before he got there, or like eighth pick projections. My apologies, eighth pick projection to like sorry eighth seed projection, like playing eighth seed projection to this team should be able to win a championship within however many years. Granted, like he did have a couple pieces coming in with it.
What was the question? I'm not gonna lie to you, I forgot the question.
Do you know why he forgot the question? Because he was distracted. He was distracted by a real one.
No, what are the roles of what is the leadership role of a franchise player when it comes to digging a team out of a hole and winning championships?
This all started with, well, where I tuned in was when somebody said that LeBron has no control over his teams, which is just patently false.
I think he has control, but he doesn't have control anymore, if that makes any sense. You get what I'm saying? Where like like the Lakers now are just like, yo, you're old. So like you're gonna be gone in 2 years, so why would we do everything possible to trade players, you know what I mean?
So my question is this. If LeBron's not on the Lakers, does Bronny James get drafted?
No, not to the Lakers at
Apparently,
least.
apparently
So
I
there's
think
not a
he
sense of
had other
I
control.
think he
NBA
gets drafted.
teams.
I think he gets drafted.
You
I
think
think just
so?
based off his name and I guess based off like selling tickets and having people there in jerseys, he'll get drafted.
No, but that's like Hatham. I agree with you,
So
but I
how do you
don't
fall
think
But
to
like he
LeBron's
gets
not
55?
in the league. LeBron's not in the league. He says
because
LeBron's not in the league.
LeBron's not in the league.
Yeah,
No,
he
no,
thinks
no.
if
I
LeBron
said on the Lakers, on the Lakers, on the Lakers. If LeBron's
yeah,
not
if
on the Lakers,
LeBron's not on the Lakers or in the league, he still gets drafted. It's a marketing scheme, right? So at the end of the day, it's LeBron's son. People are like, there's a bunch of LeBron fans. We can name LeBron fans.
Jordan's
You know what I
son
mean?
didn't make it to the league.
Westbrook's son, and let's say Westbrook was as good as LeBron, you know, in this hypothetical world, you know, his son came. And then it's like he's coming through the ranks. He's not as good as some of the players, but he's bringing in people, and there's people are buying his jerseys. Like Westbrook's a big seller of jerseys. They're going to draft him based off that, because at the end of the day, it's a business.
So
But
okay,
Bringing people in those
what I'm
seats,
saying
selling
is that
jerseys. What?
the reason that the Lakers drafted him was, one, because he said he's not going nowhere but the Lakers, because he knew that he would have his own kind of like the path paved for him, in the sense that his father's there. His father has a lot of control on what the organization does in terms of this player coming to the roster, so on and so forth, is what I'm saying. But I don't think if LeBron is in the Lakers, or if LeBron's even in the league, I don't think that Bronny, one, has the power to say, I'm not working out for nobody else, I'm only going to the Lakers. But two, for the Lakers to be strong armed by Rich Paul and LeBron and Clutch Sports to say that, again, this is sort of like an assumption. This is an assumption that I'm making. But basically, it seemed that they kind of strong on the Lakers into taking Bronny when that pick could have been used somewhere else to bolster their roster, if that makes sense.
I
I have a question.
disagree.
I have a question. No, Perry. Let me ask him a question. Who was the 55th pick last year? Name him.
No idea.
That's my point. The 55th pick doesn't matter in the league. It's not. It's like you just did that to make him happy, but the thing is, they're not doing it to increase their odds of winning a championship. They have all those draft picks. They have D'Lo. They have D'Lo's contract, which they could have traded last year. They have like Austin Reeves last year. They could have traded. They could have traded these players to enhance their roster, but they didn't want to mortgage their future, their picks, because LeBron's not going to be in the league anymore.
yeah,
No, I'm agreeing with that point. What I'm just saying is that that alludes and draws a parallel to the certain level of control that LeBron still has amongst in the Lakers organization, and that he's had his whole entire career. To be fair,
Don't get me wrong. He has control. He has that, but he doesn't have the autonomy that he used to have. Like people aren't
as
blowing
opposed to
up the
Cleveland and
roster.
Miami and stuff, is what you're saying.
Yeah, people aren't blowing up the roster,
Okay.
and they're like, "Yo, we don't need picks for the next 5 years."
The Lakers
Okay,
already
okay.
blew up their roster.
What?
The Lakers already
To
blew up
get
their
AD.
roster.
Yeah, but
To
that was
get
to
AD.
get a generational talent in AD where you can build your roster around him. You know what I mean? And I think
Sure,
the Lakers are starting.
the Lakers already like the only thing like from my understanding that LeBron wanted that he didn't get was Kyrie
And
No,
Ty Lue.
he
and
didn't get
Ty
Ty
Lue.
Lue. He didn't get Kyrie. I'm pretty sure he got Westbrook, and I think that was the nail in the coffin where the Lakers were like, "Nah, bro, we're not listening to you no more because we got your boy
I'd
and
stop
then think
listening
you're
to you
not
too.
well."
I'd stop listening to you too.
Pardon? Yeah, facts. But
All
like I
right,
think like for example, like he would want Trae Young. Like you get what I'm saying? Like these things where he's like, or
but do they have the assets
DeJounte
to trade for
Murray.
Trae Young?
DeJounte Murray would have been perfect for that roster. And they wanted Austin Reeves, and they said, "Nah, bro." And like if LeBron had that like way, he would have gone and be like, "No, trade for him."
You think LeBron would want us to trade Austin Reeves for? Yeah, do you think he'd want to trade Austin Reeves for Trae Young?
Not for Trae Young, but for DeJounte Murray, he would have done it in a heartbeat because this man doesn't want to guard. Bro, he fell yesterday trying to guard Sexton. Imagine other players.
But Sexton, like Sexton is known as the bullet. Like he's fast.
No, but I'm saying like they
I
need
hate to guard
guard. They
Sexton.
need guard wing defenders, bro.
I
That's their
understand that.
Achilles heel.
No, I understand that.
But
Anyways,
sorry, like I just wanna clarify that, like, throughout LeBron's career, we can all agree that LeBron has been the GM everywhere he's been.
Do
yeah.
we
I,
do we
I don't
remember
think
the
he's the
Final
GM. I
Supper
think he
picture
goes
that he
into the
took?
office and he's like, "I want these players," and I don't think it's like they do their best to get the players he wants, but they can't always get the players. Like for example, when he was in Cleveland, the first go around, he wanted Amari Stoudemire, and they were like, "Bro, like Amari Stoudemire and you won't work that well. We'll go get the guy on the Wizards, the shooter,
And Anton Jameson.
Anton Davidson.
and Anton Jameson." So he wanted Amari. So like my thing is, players go in and they're like, "Yo, bro, I need help. Do something about it."
But he
And the
left.
GMs are like,
He
"Okay, what
left.
do you want?"
No, he left, and then when he came back, he said, "I don't want Wiggins." He got Kevin Love.
Hmm.
Then, sorry,
Yeah.
when he was
Okay, go.
the
My bad.
the only teams that didn't really like give him what he wanted was Cleveland the first time around, and then they started capitulating, and then
Okay, I have a question.
Miami.
Cleveland, the second go around, did LeBron want Kyrie to be traded, or did he go in the media and said, "Don't trade this guy"?
But I'm happy you brought that point up. I think that is more a testament to Kyrie's greatness than
Bro,
LeBron's
shut up,
control
My
within an
bro.
God, bro,
organization.
what the hell?
All right,
Yo, if I pull the picture up,
pull it up. Pull it up.
what does that? You know what? I'm gonna let you elaborate. Go ahead.
No, but that's the thing. Like, You guys are just so quick for judgment. It's just so sickening. I feel like at that point, what Kyrie did for that organization, like what LeBron did for that organization was special. He won a championship. But I don't think any other superstar makes it out of that foxhole with LeBron aside from Kyrie.
Dwayne Wade.
No.
Where?
Down 3-1. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Dwayne Wade.
No,
No.
I think AD and him. I don't think Dwayne Wade. I think AD does it. Him and AD.
Down 3-1.
Yes.
I think
I don't
a
think so.
young Dwayne Wade would do it. 06 Dwayne Wade doesn't do it?
06
No,
Dwayne Wade. Do you think 06
You have to
Dwayne
go
Wade
with
is as
the-
effective?
You're going with we're going with who
With
he
who
had
he's
at
had.
the time.
Actually,
Yeah.
I'm saying any
Okay, that's
superstar.
it. Okay, my
Like,
fault.
I think realistically we can say like AD. I disagree.
I think if he had Klay Thompson, he could do it, bro. Like that's how much. Like
I don't think
you
so.
understand.
I don't think
Because the
so.
thing-
This is the reason I agree with Hatham. This is the reason I agree with Hatham. Because he almost stole a game with J.R. Smith and George Hill.
But I'm
Yeah, true
saying
that.
down 3-1. I'm saying down 3-1.
bro,
But you're
the
not
previous
listening. He
history-
almost stole a game with George Hill and J.R. Smith.
Bro, being down 3-1 is a different level of like,
You're,
But all
okay,
the
so-
pressure's on Golden State.
bro,
But
All
like,
the pressure's on Golden
but
State.
he was
There's none on
down
Cleveland.
Yeah, but
Perry. I
wait,
don't think.
wait,
Pops.
Perry. So to Jaylon's point, let's say you switch out George Hill with Klay Thompson. You just have Klay Thompson in the trap in threes. He's going to score more. He can defend better than Hill. Isn't that a
Okay,
better
so
opportunity to come back from 3-1?
like no, because and here's what I'm explaining. The reason why Kyrie I feel is the only one that could really like battle that foxhole with LeBron down 3-1 out of any other superstar is that
Because you love him. Yes.
all right, let me know you're finished.
Sorry. My bad, I'm done.
yo, bro, you're kind of lean in this photo. What's going on, bro? Look
The
at you,
Klay thing's
fam.
heavy.
Bro, I weigh less now than I did in that picture.
Oh, you're looking good, huh? Fam, we
'Cause
don't. We only see you with the sweater, bro. We don't see you. Deezed up on this show.
Because you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. Do you know why you
The
don't
fans
deserve it?
deserve it.
Because it's not about the fans right now. It's about my brothers. I'm not having this nonsense. I'm just so disappointed, but it's cool because like I'm tired of being tired with you guys. At the end of the day, I don't think he does it with AD or Klay Thompson because I think he needs a superstar that could have created their own shot. That's why I think that Cleveland, LeBron, and Kyrie worked. I like the point Jalen brought up about Dwayne Wade, but Dwayne Wade's also not a 3-point threat. And at that time, neither like LeBron wasn't as strong of a 3-point threat. So I think Dwayne Wade gets eliminated from that as well. So now
But do you
that doesn't
think?
leave
I have a
as
question.
many superstars. The superstars I think he could have had a chance with would be like maybe a Damian Lillard. But then again, in that particular role, I think that Kyrie was better fitted and better equipped.
I have a question for you.
Yes, Sirski.
Do you think Kyrie could do what he did with another superstar besides LeBron, coming
Yeah.
back from 3-1? That's crazy. I'm done with this conversation, bro. I just needed
But,
to know the
I'm
glazing,
saying like
the level
it
of
would
glazing.
it would need to be like a LeBron type superstar. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, so who?
do you think he does it with a?
If you say Kevin Durant.
Do you think he could do it with a Luka?
No, because do you think Luka's blocking it? The shot? You saw what LeBron did?
You think Lucas playing
Time out.
defense, man?
I'm
Watch
happy
your
we
own
said
soul.
that. I'm happy we said that. I'm happy we said that. Do you think AD hits that sidestep three that Kyrie shot?
Yeah, he did it in the bubble, bro. What do you mean?
The sidestep three.
Against Denver.
Against Denver.
Okay. Do you think he does that against the Warriors?
Yes, because he has
Over
Draymond Green
Draymond.
covering him, which is a 2 feet tall.
Okay.
It's
You
like
see,
J-Lo posting up his
like
son.
do you see why? Like,
Why is Malik catching strays, bro?
Yo,
First
bro.
Lee's not catching strays, bro. What do you mean? He has a good chance.
nah, bro. Like, you see, this is why. Like, you guys make me sick, bro. Like, this is ridiculous. This is actually
so-
ridiculous.
Okay,
This is
so
ridiculous. You're
let's
telling
segment
me-
this to who do you have under 25?
To win a championship?
Yeah, you tell me, brother.
To win a championship?
Yeah,
Shit, man.
I would need 3 players.
you forgot Bucky Irving.
Ridiculous, bro. Like, this is actually ridiculous, bro. Like, this is ridiculous,
Yo,
bro.
which 3 players do you need?
Are we doing this draft thing?
Okay, do I draft my 5?
Yeah, draft your 5. Yo, okay, so we're gonna draft the best players under 25.
Wait, time out. No, I'm drafting the best 4 players. I'm drafting 5 players, and I have Kyrie at my 1. Oh, sorry, at
Brother,
my two.
brother, the segment right now for this one
No, you
is
said
draft
who?
your
No,
best
you
players
said
under
who do I
25.
have? Nope, nope. You said let's segue into the segment where I have to choose a player under 25 that can play with Kyrie. Is that not what he said,
No, no,
Jalen?
no. Forget about the Kyrie. I was
That's the thing
joking about
about
the
Hatem
Blazing,
now.
bro. But
That's the thing
you're
about
taking it a
Hatem,
little
bro.
too literally.
He's just so ready to discredit Kyrie Irving, and it makes me sick, bro.
I'm one of the biggest Kyrie fans, but I can't even be a fan because, like, you're
Ah,
a fanboy.
You're too much of a fan.
Yeah.
Jalen, is Hatem telling the truth? Is he a Kyrie fan or is he a hater?
Who gave you your Kyrie shirt?
I didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't give me the shirt. I stole it. I took it.
No, but, like,
Whoa,
who?
whoa,
The
whoa, whoa, whoa.
opportunity right now on a Wednesday. Hatem's not swing me.
Nah, but we don't want niggas to see. All right, bro. It's your career, fam.
I'm talking trash. I'm talking trash. You know, the only thing I've ever stolen from Hatem was his heart.
What? Pause. No Diddy. I swear to God, I don't know what he's talking about, folks.
We're gonna quickly go through a draft of the best players under 25. We'll start with Perry, go with Hatham, and then Jalon. Perry on
No, no,
five.
J-Lo can go next because he's never gone second. He's only gone
No,
first.
I've gone second before, bro. Allow me.
Hatem, have you gone first before?
Well, I think I gone first like a while back, but I can go last. I don't really care.
No, let's
No,
trade.
you're going
Hatem, you
second.
go
You're going
first.
second. You're going second.
Hatem, you go first because clearly you know everything about roster composition. So go ahead, Mr. Championship.
Say less. I'll take Wimby.
All right, Perry,
I'm taking Anthony Edwards.
Jalon, 2 picks.
I will take Luca, and I will take under 25.
25 or
25?
under.
Okay.
25 or under.
Sorry, okay. I will take Luca, and I will take. You know what? I'm gonna rock with my guy. I'm gonna take Paulo Banchero, bro.
Good pick.
Crazy.
Good pick. Hatham.
It's Perry.
Oh yeah, you started. My bad. Perry.
I want to say, give me Jalen Williams.
Hatham, double pick.
I got Shea.
Shay's
She's
26.
not. Yeah.
What? Shea's 26?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Say
bro.
less.
Yeah, Mr.
I'll take-
GM.
Okay, then I'll take. My bad. I'll take Ja. Ho, ho, ho. Mr.
Another
GM.
pick.
I have another pick. Oh, yeah, my bad. I'll take Ja and I'll take Maxi.
Perry.
Okay. Let me get
Damn, Mr. GM out here struggling.
Evan Mobley at my 5. No, at my 4.
Jalon. Double
I'm
pick.
gonna take Alperen Sengun, and can we only play home games?
No.
No.
Damn, so I can't take Tyrese.
Do you need help,
think
brother?
Fuck it.
you could
Fuck
bring
it, I'm
that
just
to
Cheated
my
on my
team?
test before in real life, bro. I can help you right now.
Nah, I'm gonna take Tyrese, but I'm gonna lock him in his hotel room on road games.
That's crazy. You're taking him over LaMelo Ball? Shame on
Yeah.
you.
What am I
That's
gonna do with LaMelo Ball?
Are you serious?
Bro, man's averaging 30.
Are you serious?
Okay, perfect. What did that get them? The 12th seed. Great.
Do you not watch the games? Anyways, we
I don't watch Charlotte games. I'll be honest. I don't.
Okay.
Perry.
Go.
Actually, can I move Evan Mobley to my 5?
Do whatever you want, brother.
Actually, you know what? I want Chet at my 5.
Yo, Hatham, you're so fucking pissed. You do whatever you want.
Brother. He's gonna do it regardless. He asked us and he did it.
No, I didn't.
Yo, Hatham, it's your turn. You got
Okay,
your
my
final-
I'm picking my brother, Toronto represent, Scotty Barnes. And then my next pick is gonna be Jalen Johnson from the Atlanta Hawks. Yo, I think I swept this, bro. You guys are trash.
No, you didn't.
Brother. Let me put my team in the chat.
Then I have LaMelo. My
No,
team is
no.
actually disgusting. Because
and
you didn't
Jalon.
think of practicality.
I'm thinking
Wait,
of
who
winning a
picked?
basketball game. You're
I have
thinking of
Luca. Shit, who
You
did I
have
pick?
Luca, Tyrese, Sengun, and I can't remember the other one.
Luca, Tyrese, Sengun,
Paolo,
Paulo Banchero.
and
Yeah.
you now won.
Ooh, that Banchero pick wasn't a good one, but I'm gonna stand on business.
It was a
that
great
was a
pick.
horrible pick.
Phenomenal.
I had to rock with my guy. My last pick.
He was gonna be there on your turn back, trust me.
I'll pick Cade Cunningham.
Bro, my team eats.
My team's the best, bro.
No, it's not.
Who's your team? Who's your team pick?
I have LaMelo at my 1, Anthony Edwards at my 2, Jalen Williams at my 3, Evan Mobley at my 4, and Chet at my 5. I'm winning.
Yeah, I might have the worst team. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I did on
Yo,
5.
Hatham, Jalon, I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't voting for your team today. Hatham, what's your team?
It's Ja at the 1, Maxi at the 2, Jalen Johnson, Scotty Barnes, and Wimby. Bro,
Yo,
you're not
Jalen.
scoring on my
Jalon, since you admit that your team is trash, are you rocking with Perry or Hatham?
Let me see Hatham's team. Ja, Maxi, Jalen. Yeah.
I'm working with Hatham. I ain't going front.
Wait, say your team again? Say your team one more time?
I have LaMelo at my 1, Anthony Edwards at my 2, Jalen Williams on OKC at my 3, Evan Mobley at my
I, don't,
4.
I honestly don't care anymore. Go, it's Hatham.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
bro.
going with Atham.
When the hate don't work, they start telling lies, bro.
Yo, Eva, just write in the chat who you're going for. Is Hatham gonna get a clean sweep? Don't even say you're voting for Jalen because we know you ain't.
Yeah, Eva.
Yeah, there we go. That's what it is, and that's the end of broken plays.
Yo, JLo, did you see what I did right there? I had the first pick, and I didn't fuck up.
You got jokes, huh?
Bro, it's because you guys honestly have Wemby as the like end all be all. Whoever drafted Wemby would have won the like whatever hypothetically.
Thank you, bro.
Okay,
But
we can go
no, but
reverse.
I
You want to go reverse
disagree.
next time?
No,
We'll do
no,
the
no,
exact
no.
same thing.
And no, that's not my argument. My argument is like your team isn't better than mine. It's not.
It's significantly better.
Yo,
That's
for
So
real.
explain to me who's better, Ja Morant or LaMelo Ball?
Ja
John Morant,
Morant.
not close.
Okay,
Next.
now I know we're wilding. That's how I know we're
What?
wilding.
No. Go to the next player. Go to the next player. Who's better, Tyrese Maxey or Anthony Edwards? That
Yeah.
one you win. Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
Jalen Williams or Jalen Johnson, the same player, but I prefer Jalen Johnson.
Okay, I have
Evan
Jalen
Mobley or
Williams.
Scotty Barnes, rookie of the year or not? Embiid against Chet, again, rookie of the year or not? So in what world do you win?
I personally believe that Chet's like.
Oh, he has
ability-
Kyrie coming off the bench. We forgot to mention that.
Ah, he's playing chess. He's playing chess. We're playing checkers. That's on us. My fault, Perry.
Mm,
My
mm.
fault, Perry.
Yo, that's the end of broken plays. We
Yeah.
have Perry playing chess while we're playing checkers. Catch you next week.